This video is the fourth in my series of the free heart patterns that are available on maggiescrochet.com. And I did the tiny heart, which is right here, and then we've done the small heart, then we've done the medium heart, which is right here, and now I'm going to do the large lacy heart. I'm going to start with I'm using a tulip Etimo hook that's available at maggiescrochet.com, and they're very comfortable and very light. So I leave a long end on my starting chain, and I'm going to make the slip knot, and then I'm going to put that onto my hook. And I show you how to do a slip knot and all the stitches on other videos, so this is just to show you how to do the heart pattern. So this starts with a chain 4, and you slip stitch in the first chain from the fourth chain from the hook, but in the first chain, to form a ring. And I put my finger up through the middle so I know where the middle of my ring is. And then you chain 1 and you work 3 half trebles into the ring. And a half treble is similar to a treble, except you go 1, and for a treble you would draw through 2 and then yarn over and draw through 2, but instead for a half treble it's like a half double, and you're going to yarn over and draw through all 3. So you do that 3 times. So I need 2 more right there. Yarn over twice, go into the center of the ring, and you'll notice I'm working my starting chain, my end of my starting chain, I'm working over it. I'm working into the ring over the chains of the ring and the starting chain strand. And I work a half treble and chain 2 for a corner, yarn over twice, work 3 more half trebles in there. There's 1, 2, and 3, and then chain 2, and then 3 half trebles, chain 2. So we have 3 groups of 3 half trebles separated by chain 2 spaces for the corners. So there's 1, 2, 3. And you chain 2, and then you join with a slip stitch to the first half treble, which is right here. So I'm going to insert my hook under those 2 loops, drop a loop, and draw that through the loop on my hook. And then the round is joined. Then I go on to round 2, and it's 9 treble crochets in the center half treble of the next 3 treble group. So we're going to do 9 trebles here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we're going to slip stitch in the corner chain 2 space, and that forms the first curve of the heart. And then you're going to do the same thing into the next. There's 3 half trebles there. You're going to go into the center one, yarn over twice. Let's work 9 half trebles in that stitch. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need 2 more. Okay, there's that one. So now I'm going to join I'm gonna slip stitch in the next chain 2 space, and then I'm gonna single crochet in the next 3 half trebles. So that's 1, 2, and 3, and then I'm gonna work 3 single crochets in the lower point in the chain 2 space, just like that. And then I'm gonna single crochet in each one of these half trebles. And then it says to join with a slip stitch to first treble. So my first treble is right there. I'm going to join right here. So basically what you have here, what I have here is, okay, I have 9 trebles, a slip stitch between the next group of 9 trebles. I have 3 singles running along the side here, 3 singles in the lower tip, and 3 singles on the other side. That gives us a very even piece as far as stitches go to work the last lacy round on it. See how this one here has a lacy round? So we're going to be working into those stitches. So at this point we need to finish off and weave in the ends here. So I cut back here and leave about 5 inches at the end. I'm going to go ahead and sew these ends in. I'm using yarn darners, and this is the smallest one. I need the largest one in my pack, which is a 14. I like using a sharp tipped needle on I've got the starting chain loop here, and you'll notice if I pull it, it gets rid of that hole in the middle of the heart. So I'm gonna do a couple extra secure stitches here so that that center part doesn't ease out, because it's got some tension on it. And then I like using these flat cutters so that I don't cut into my work. And then here I fold my yarn over, I pinch it, and I push it through the opening, and then I come from the front and I feed that through the next stitch, and then I pull it to the back and I sew through the back. I just like the point because it glides through the stitches really good. I find that with a blunt needle I have a hard time, like it just takes me longer, and I like doing things fast. Okay, so I'm going to cut that off. Now I'm ready for round 3, which is the lace round. I'm going to do that in a white color, kind of like off-white. Okay, so I make a loop, and then I bring this top part of the loop to the back. It looks like a pretzel, and I bring the very furthest, the one that's furthest back, forward. I make a slip knot. Okay, so it says with right side facing, join white with a slip stitch to the second single crochet of second 3 single crochet group at the bottom point. So there's my 3 single crochets at the bottom. I'm going to join with a slip stitch. So to join with a slip stitch, I'm going to have to go like this, go like this, and go like this. So that's joining with a slip stitch. And then I'm going to tighten my starting chain right there. So let me show you that one more time. I have my loop on my starting chain right there, and I put it on my hook. It says join with a slip stitch. So normally if you joined with a single, it would look like this. You would draw up a loop, yarn over, and draw through two. That's joining with a single. But you're going to join with a slip stitch. So you're going to go in here, yarn over, and instead of yarning over again, you're just going to bring it through the loop that's on your hook. And then you pull this tight. Okay, then you've got it joined. You chain 3 and you slip stitch in the same single crochet. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to slip stitch in the same stitch. And then I'm going to chain 3, skip the next single, and slip stitch in the next single twice. 2, 3, I'm going to skip that one, slip stitch, 1, 2, 3, skip this one, go here, right there. Then I'm going to chain 3, slip stitch in the next treble, which is right here. Okay, and I'm going to chain 3 and slip stitch in the next treble 9 times. 1, 2, 3, there. 1, 2, 3, slip stitch there, 1, 2, 3, and slip stitch there, 1, 2, 3, there, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. See how it's making the lacy border? And you're gonna, so into each treble you're going to be slip stitching, and then you're going to be chaining 3. So there was 9 of those, and then it ends with a chain 3, and then it says working over next slip stitch in next chain 2 space on round 1. So you're going to work over this slip stitch from round 2 and into the chain 2 space of round 1. So you're going to go like this. You're going to insert into that chain 2 space right here, and you're going to yarn over. You're going to draw that up and draw that through the loop on your hook. Okay, then you're going to chain 3 and slip stitch in the next treble 9 times. 1, 2, 3, slip stitch, 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 3, okay, I'm done with that one. So I'm going to chain 3, slip stitch next slip stitch. I'm going to chain 3, single, single. I'm going to skip the next one. I'm going to slip stitch here, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to skip the next single crochet and go into the next one, 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to join with a slip stitch to the first slip stitch. I kind of tightened that a little bit too much in the beginning, so now I'm having a hard time getting back in there, but I was able to loosen it up. But look how beautiful that came out. It's really, really pretty. This would be really beautiful, like applique on a baby blanket or a little scarf or a hat. It'd be really cute on a hat. So, okay, so I'm going to cut this. I'll leave a long end when I cut. And then I'm going to sew my ends in. I guess I'll show you how I do that one more time. Fold it over, put the pinched end through. And this one, it's a little trickier. I'm going to stay close to the edge. Now, if you were going to applique this, you just want to leave a really long end at the end when you're done, and then you could use that end to sew it on. And then I'm going to cut that. It shows a little bit because it's on the edge. Okay, and this one, you want to feed from the front through the first stitch. And then I'm going to try to keep it in the white. You might want to go up in the chain so it's not noticed in the blue. I'm going to do that 3 times. Okay, there we go. And then you cut that off. And there's the last large lacy heart. Isn't that beautiful? I love those colors. It looks really pretty. And then there's the, I did this one in all acrylic yarn. This one I did acrylic yarn here, and I did cotton yarn here. So there's all the hearts that are available at maggiescrochet.com. Just look under free patterns. And this one is pattern number FP410. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.